aggressive intent. You see, this one, he wasn't really watching the ball. And he's just shaking his head a little bit there, thinking perhaps wasn't the best shot he's ever played. This is a full toss. It's up. It's high over mid-on. Over long on. It's gone. Maximo. The third six of the over. A full toss there. Vasu Saini. And at that pace, Nabi having no problems. Could have put it pretty much wherever he wants it. He didn't get all of it. But you see on the replay there, all the way over the fence. New balls, please. And the last ball of the over. This is straight and hard. One bounce into the side screen, 4 runs. That is 23 off the over. And an incredible start there for Dreux. So Vasu Saini, he might be lucky in love, but not so lucky with the ball.
And this, of course, because it hit the ground first and then goes over the boundary rope, it's 4 runs. If you hit it straight over the boundary, straight out of the park, it's 6 runs. And then you don't have to run, you don't have to even bother to run, because a run is only 1 run, and you don't need that if you can hit 6s and 4s.
That's right, the physical runs are irrelevant if you can send the ball to the boundary or over. Expert commentary there for our European viewers by former German international Philipp Buckstadt. Taranjit is going to bowl out his second over. This is high in the air, 1 bounce, 4 runs. Great shot from Hamza. And the Dreux batsman really being aggressive in the power play. Of course, only in the first 3 overs, 2 outfielders are allowed. So that plenty of space out there. Not a very risky shot if you just have to lift the ball over the infield.
Come on, Taran!
You hear the encouragement there from Satwik Nadikotla to his bowler, Taranjit Singh. Worked off the legs for a single, and that's smart batting. It's not there to hit, make sure you get some runs, at least a run, get off strike. Brings the main man, Ahmed Nabi, back on strike. Around the wicket, has a big swing and going for that mid-wicket boundary. Called a wide there.
That's harsh.
I think the indicators are there and in the blue on the offside, and the umpire just feeling it perhaps was a little bit wider than that. This next ball is straighter on a good land. Respect from Nabi.
But don't bowl it. Taranjit, don't bowl it.
I hope he's listening to you, Philip. He comes in again now to Nabi. It's short, it's high, it's over the field for a Maximo. Philip Buckstadt obviously had some good advice, but it's a pity Taranjit Singh can't hear him because it was short, and worse, it was down the leg side. And a very low-risk shot there for Nabi. He's a 6-hitting machine. He's already hit 5 6s in 12 balls faced. And again now, it's up and in the air, 1 bounce, and 4 runs, 4 carreras to Ahmed Nabi. So again, carnage in the power play, and that brings up the 50 for Dreux. In only 17 deliveries, they've scored 51 runs without the loss of a wicket. Last ball of the over. More flights it there from Taranjit. Clever bowling. Nabi trying to repeat the dose. A clever variation there from the bowler. That's the end of Taranjit Singh. He went for 28 of his 2 overs, and the score is 51 for no loss.
What do you do if the ball is on the leg side? Would you always let it go for a wide, or would you actually take the chance and hit it for 6?
I think it depends where it's pitched. If it's short, I think the batsman is thinking there's value in going for the boundary, especially with no one back there. Perhaps if you have outfielders back on the leg side, a smarter play is to let it go for a wide, take the run, take the extra delivery. But with these boundaries, really all batsmen are confident if they can hit it anywhere near the middle of the bat, that they're going to get value for that stroke. New bowler into the attack is Rajendra Pizal, another spin bowler. Now 5 outfielders are allowed for Cluj. He's out there and it's up, it's straight in the air. The keeper, Natagodla, and he takes the catch. So the young man there did a great job to keep his composure under the high ball. We saw a few of those drop yesterday. The ball was swung up in the air, and the keeper taking control, the man with the gloves, it was always his catch. And Niaz Hamza departs. The first wicket for Cluj. Hamza goes for 7, and it's 51 for 1. On the replay there, you see swinging across the line, just skied it. Natagodla, his heart would have been in his mouth. The ball was almost in his mouth as he caught it very close to his head. But how excited are the Romanians there? See Pavel Florin coming in and squeezing his teammate. I want to squeeze too hard, he might break him. Looks very strong. Number 80, Pavel Florin.
But it was bowled on the offside. It was a good length, and then batsmen are in trouble because they're trying to play across the line. Next in is Naib Kamran.
Naib Kamran, the number 3, Fortreux. Next ball is flighted on the leg stump, up and away. It's a Maximo. Ahmed Nabi picking up where he left off.
He's on 48.
48 of only 15 balls, including 6 Maximos. Incredible scenes there from Ahmed Nabi. And no Niaz Hamza, no worries for Ahmed Nabi as he picks up where he left off, and he's not going to stop the assault anytime soon. This is a full toss. Watch out. It's high. It's high. It's gone. Maximo. Back to back. Incredible scenes here at La Manga, Spain.
That brings up the 54 of 16 balls.
And of those 54 runs, 42 of them have been in sixes. So incredible work.
In Maximos, you mean?
From the Frenchman, yeah, in Maximos. And I've got a feeling we might see another one here. As he's up, it's high, over mid-off, Maximo!
New ball, please.
A batsman's hat trick for Ahmed Nabi. Could we see the first century ever in the ECL in match 1 of day 2? This ball wasn't too bad, it was on the off stump, clears the front leg and sends it out of here. And if it keeps up at this rate, Philip, my voice will not be with us much longer. With 2 to come. Tries again, it's high, it's got a chance. Maximo! 4 consecutive sixes. And poor Rajendra Pizal, he bowled really well first ball to get a wicket. He had 1 for none, but 4 balls later, he has 1 for 24.
I mean, that is really something special because you don't look at the ball, you can't hit sixes. It's amazing.
And did he try for the 5th? You know he did, but what an over. And if you want action, you'll find it here in the ECL. That over went wicket. 6, 6, 6, 6, dot. And clickety-click, 66. Ahmed Nabi off only 18 balls. Incredible striking. And we talked about these German batsmen yesterday. They were aggressive. They missed more than they hit yesterday. But today, Ahmed Nabi lighting up the La Manga ground.
Yeah, Nabi yesterday, at least he got 22 against Rotterdam. But then Svanholm, he only got 3 runs. So nothing compared to today. Obviously, the bowling was probably a little bit sharper. But I was wondering, we've got behind our commentary box, we've got private premises. I was wondering how many Kookaburra balls they will be trying to resell to us by the end of the tournament.
They're in very good condition. Some of them have only been hit once. They do retail for a pretty penny, the Kookaburra balls, the brand new white balls. We've got the skipper now, Aaron Chandrasekharan, to take up the attack from the Las Lomas end. Down the wicket and edged. That was Naib's first ball. Naib Kamran edging that one to the 3rd man fielder who's in the circle. Gaurav Narad
Come on, boy.
fields it sitting down. Why not? Ahmed Nabi, can he keep it going? It's a full toss. Do not bowl there. Maximo. And 6 runs. 6 more to Ahmed Nabi, who's raced to 72 off only 20 balls at a strike rate of 360, if you don't mind. Philip Buckshot. We might be waiting for the oxygen masks to come down now because there's a full-blown emergency now for Cluj. This time he has another swing, and why not? What percentage is he hitting here? He's swinging at 100%. And I think he's probably 80% he's connecting with, and those that he's connecting with are going over the fence.
He hasn't scored a single.
Oh, strike 2. Ahmed Nabi.
Well, the captain is taking a little bit of responsibility now, which is good.
बढ़िया mama.
Nabi is so fired up. He has only scored 4s and 6s.
Incredible work from Nabi. Goes again. Oh, you've jinxed him there, Philip Buckshot. Oh, it's gone through his left. Four runs.
He can't score singles. He just can't.
He's only scored boundaries. Was the expert tip there from Philip Buckshot as he hit it down to long on. It looked like he had his first single of the innings, but of course, watch your legs, the nutmeg, and it was 4 runs. Last ball from the skipper, Chandrasekharan. It's hit in the air. Fielder making chase, but can't catch it, and 4 carreras. 4 runs to finish the over.
Nabi on 80 off 24 balls.
Don't say it, but do you think this could be the first century of the ECL?
Well, he has to be careful. There might be a good ball in between.
Tell you what, he doesn't look like he's going to slow down. He could almost get 150 at this rate.
But he's picking the bad balls, and that's what's it all about. You know, he's picking the full tosses, he's picking the short ones, he's picking the volley, half volleys. So the bowlers just have to get it on a good length, and then he's in trouble.
And he's actually faced 24 of the 30 balls bowled so far, so that's clever batting from the French players to give him the strike, because he's the one doing the damage at the moment as Gaurav Narad takes up the attack.
That's it.
And he's edged and caught behind with short outside the off stump. And Naib Cameron's stay is a brief one. He's out second ball for 1. It was short outside the off stump. A healthy edge that hung in the air for a brief second. So Cameron goes. Satwik Nadagodla takes his second catch of the day.
They're slightly relying on Nabi now, I think.
Oh, just a little. You see there a healthy edge as he swung across the line. Nadagodla made no mistake, and it's 90 for 2. And Philip Buckshot, may I remind you, 2 overs ago, we also had the keeper taking a catch off the first ball of the over. You know what happened next? 6, 6, 6, 6. So we don't know if that's a good omen for the Romanians, but
The captain.
new batsman Mohamed Bhatti is on strike.
Skipper taking responsibility again, probably.
It's short outside off stump. Knocked down a cover there by Mohamed Ahmed.
Back up nahi hai, dekh.
Got away from him, but only the single, but that brings on strike the main man, Ahmed Nabi.
80 of 24 balls.
Can almost do it this over with 4 to come. And who'd bet against him? What a display of power hitting we're seeing here in match 7 of the inaugural ECL, wherever you're watching around the world. Broadcast in over 100 countries. We might be watching on ecn.cricket or our YouTube channel, European Cricket Network. Bowler in and wide called.
Current run rate, 17 runs.
They're on track for over 170 at this stage. This is up, away, gone, high, Maximo! That one landing in the Red Bull tent, and that is fitting because that one, Philip Bachstadt, had wings.
Absolutely, and I'm actually quite scared that I have to comment the last two games of the day without you, because you're maxi-mowing all the time.
In again now, it's high, it's straight, it's over the commentary box, it's 6 more, Maximo!
Poor camera guys up there.
Take cover, get their helmets on the cameraman, as Ahmed Nabi has gone absolutely bananas. That is his 12.6 as he moves on to 92 of only 20 deliveries.
I think his captain can't believe it.
Within 8 runs. We said, could he do it this over? He has. It's up, it's high, it's got the legs. Hat-trick, Maximo!
Only 2 runs needed to a century now.
6 number 13 takes Ahmed Nabi to 98 of only 27 balls. He sent 18 of those balls to the boundary or over with 13 Maximos and 98.
What?
ECL, the first century beckons. He tried.
Hey!
It's over. And Maximo! The first ever century in the European Cricket League is scored by Ahmed Nabi. 104 of only 28 balls with 14 sixes. Incredible scenes here at La Manga. That one was on a good length. Cleared the front leg and sent it high and away. It hasn't landed yet. Ahmed Nabi, congratulations. And when his teammates excited, the first ever century in ECL cricket.
Yep.
Lepas mama, Badia. Rekod.
Let's see if they can keep up this breakneck pace. They're on track for about 190. His first ball is swung towards long on and beats the fielder for 4. So 4 runs, 4 carreras to Zahir Amar. Philip Barkstar just going back to Nabi. What a highlights package we're going to have at the innings break.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to watch. And you can leave us your comments on Facebook or Twitter if you think you have found any batsman who has hit a century without scoring a single or a double.
Well, really, a 1, 2, or a 3, 100 completely in boundaries, wasn't it? With 14 sixes and 5 fours, 104. He did score a single. That put the mocker on him, Phil, because that brought about his demise for 105. New bowler, Muhammad Ahmed, in from the Las Acacias sand and starts with a wide.
They really have to restrict the runs now. Otherwise, this game is impossible to chase. This target is impossible.
We were wondering how many is too many to chase, but we might have our answer here from the French team. This is an outside edge down to short third man. Mohamed Bhatti again squirts one to the infielder to get off strike.
Well, Bhatti was the best batsman against Rotterdam. He scored 37. Swanholm only 7. Let's see what he can do with the bat here. But now, first it's Zahir Amar, the keeper.
Down the leg side, sways out of the way. That was a smart decision, Phil, going back to your earlier point about balls outside the leg stump. There wasn't much pace to work with there. At best, he was probably working it for 1 down to the short fine leg, so smart decision to take the wide and take the extra delivery. This is up and high. It's miles in the air over the fence for a Maximo.
Massive 6.
6 runs for Zahir Amar. He's had his Wheaties for breakfast as well, as he opens his Maximo account with a great shot over long on.
And it's another one for our neighbor to collect.
I tell you what, I hope they've boarded their windows up behind us in the commentary position. This next one is high, but it doesn't have the legs. Long on's coming around, and Taranjeet takes the catch. So well done by Taranjeet Singh, who came in from long on. He judged it early. And good reward for the bowler.
And it looked so easy when Nabi hit all these 6s, but there you see, it's not that easy. Timing is crucial.
There's still a small margin for error there. You've got to get the timing right. You've got to make good contact. If you don't quite have the legs, but you have the elevation, it gives the fielders the opportunity to come around and affect the catch. That was expertly done there by Taranjeet. Again, clearing that front leg, trying to clear the fence, but he knew straight away that he was in trouble as Taranjeet came in, took a very good outfield catch.
And it dipped away a little bit, pitched it something.
Muhammad Ahmed, this one's
Another
also
one.
trouble, down to long off, and taken! Vasu Saini takes the catch. So wickets in consecutive balls for Mohammad Ahmed.
So it's hat-trick ball.
Now we've seen the first ever century of the European Cricket League. Could we see the first ever hat-trick in the European Cricket League just a few minutes later? So Sheriff Freedy goes first ball. And that's what you have to do in T10 cricket. There's no sighters. Went all the way, but only found the fielder.
We are writing double history here.
Could be on a hat-trick. Oh, it's no fun there.
No, we couldn't.
From the new batsman.
We couldn't have done that to Michael McCann and Ryan Campbell. That would have been unfair.
We have to leave something for them, don't they? Don't we? Well, Michael and Ryan. Ryan might still be in bed. I saw him out last night having a very good time researching for day 2 at the Lamunga Resort here. Why wouldn't you? What a beautiful part of the world.
Absolutely.
So the new batsman we have in, got Mohammad Shazeb, and looks like Sher Afridi there. It's a full toss, pulled away to deep backward square leg. Just the single. End of the over. It's 140 for 5 after 8.
Yeah, what an incredible innings it has been so far, and what a perfect setting here. Now we have Hamza, only 7 runs. Kamran, only 1. Bati, 10. Amar, 10. Afridi and Shazib both on 1, but Ahmad Nabi, 105 of 30 balls, and we're really looking forward to the highlights package.
Oh, and how excited would he be, especially after a tough day for the Frenchman yesterday, being outclassed in their 2 games. But to come back in their 3rd and final group game and to score a century, what an individual performance. And we've got more excitement here as we have the born and bred Romanian, Pavel Florin, the bodyguard. And look at him there. It's almost too square a jaw for TV as he's in. And the first ball is well flighted. How would you describe Florin's first ball, Phil?
Well, you can see that he hasn't been playing cricket for decades, but as long as he pitches it up, as long as he gets the line and length right, anything can happen in this format.
I'd love to see him get a wicket here, the Romanian. Florin up and down the ground for another single, so he's been a very effective bowler so far.
Bit of Muralitharan. Bit of Muralitharan there.
Well, I think he's just 14.5 degrees we're going to assess his action as. And how would you describe him as a cricketer if he was standing right next to you, Phil?
I would say he reminds me of Chris Tremlett.
This is wide down the leg side. Well taken there by Nati Godla. It can be a difficult task keeping down the leg side when the batsman's swinging hard. So Florin, I just got a feeling I'd love to see him get a wicket here. Perhaps the ball getting skied. It's Share Afridi on strike. It's swung away to the deep backward square boundary. It was short, down the leg side, and easy pickings. 4 runs there.
But I really admire that the captain is putting him on show here at ECL, because this is what it's all about. You're 150 odd runs down the line, and now you let him bowl. I love it. I just love it.
And look, only 7 off the first 3 balls. Respectable figures. Next ball is edged past the keeper.
Where was first slip?
We had maybe 2 slips and a short leg for Florin. But seriously though, it just shows you, it disrupts the batsman, disrupt the pace, give them something different. If it's not working for you, why not try something like Florin here? He's been very effective so far, conceding only 8 off his first 4 deliveries with 2 to come. Next ball's flighted. It's hit over cover. The fielders converge, they're not going to catch it. It's 4 runs. A great shot there by Mohammad Shazeb.
But it's all good. I mean, he hasn't been hit for 4, 5, 6s as we've seen before, so it's great.
Every over has had a maximo until this over, and our man, the bodyguard, Pavel Florin, has 1 ball to not be hit for a 6, and he can tell all his teammates, well, I was the only bowler that didn't go for a maximo. And he's not as... Just the batsman clubs that down to long on.
He's the president of the club, so the fielders better watch out what they do now, because you don't want to upset the president, and you don't want to upset a president who is a professional bodyguard.
If I ever dropped a catch off Pavel Florin, I'd be immediately in witness protection. Because he wouldn't be mucking around, the president of the club. And look, that was a good over. It only went for 13, and under the current circumstances, it was a good result. But Drew have now passed 150, by far the highest score of this ECL so far. It's up to Vasu Saini to close out the 10th over.
And can I just say thank you very much to our broadcaster, NEP, and of course to the statistics, Sports eVision. They're doing a fantastic job with all the stats. Thank you to the team out there. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much, NEP. Very professional outfit. As the first ball of the 10th over is swung away to point. They'll get 1, and that's all they'll get. Mohammad Shazeb works out for a single. We could be looking to score here perhaps in excess of 170, Phil. But that makes for an exciting game because we know that the Cluj batsmen are going to have to go from ball one. Perhaps they can clear the boundary enough to be competitive in this game.
Against Swanholm, Shazab proved that he is a batsman to hit some runs. He got 14, but he only got a duck against Rotterdam, so now is the time to prove it.
Saini again, swung away on the leg side, over the fielder for a Maximo. Sheriff-Reedy makes sure that this over has a Maximo in it as the score moves along to 160 for 5. That ball swung away on the leg side. Clever footwork there by the batsman. Again, this is up, but it's in the air. Not going to carry. Taranjit comes around. Keeps it to 1. And that's a good result. Anytime you're going for a single or less in this format of the game, it's a win for the fielding team. So the current rate 16.95, on track for around 170 with 3 balls remaining. Swing and a miss. Gadagotla with the shy back at the stumps, but no run.
It's well bowled.
Well, look, it is. And Vasu Saini went for a bit of punishment in his first over. Went for 23, but he's come back well here with 2 balls remaining. This is up, it's high, it's in the air. The sweeper comes around. Can't get there. The chase is on. They'll get 2. Will they try for a 3rd? Sheriff-Reedy thinking about it, and he's run out. So they will get 2. And the 2 will count.
Attention, ils sont... I wanted to talk French there because he was talking French as well.
I think he was saying, pardon my French there, as Mohamed Shazab was not keen on giving up the strike for the last ball. Sheriff-Reedy coming back now. We haven't seen a 3 yet, have we, at the ECL on this postage stamp of a ground? But that was a good little contribution there. Sheriff-Reedy.
Abdul.
Back live now for the final ball of the innings. Cracks through the cover region for 1. Will they try for 2? The throw comes in and they just get a single. So,
and the last ball goes to Abdul, Wahid Abdul. Oh no? Oh, that was the last ball?
That was the last ball, Phil.
Was it? Ah, here we go.
And so the official score I have is 162 for 6 as it appears on our screen. We see there the run out of Sheriff-Reedy scrambling for every possible run, trying for a 3rd that really wasn't on. But what a 10 overs of cricket we've seen. A score in excess of 160, and it was an innings dominated by Ahmed Nabi.
Amazing. And now it's a 9:40, so they've played it in 40 minutes. Last night, I mean, and there were so many 6s in this game. Now, last night we had a game where there were actually penalty runs when Findorf played. But can you explain to me why, with so many 6s, they make it in 40, and last night it was so slow?
Well, I think the 6s were so big, a lot of the time they had new ball ready to go, but it is one of those things. I think they bowled a lot of spin bowlers, so they didn't have long run-ups, and so they were able to get through their overs in a timely fashion. But it's one of those things, when you're fielding in these games, sometimes if you're not on it early in the first half of the innings, you can find yourself dragging a little bit, and it's very hard to pull back. Also, sometimes you've got things that are out of your control, such as injuries or things of this kind of a nature, which can slow you down. So there is some discretion with regards to applying the penalty runs. So
here is Nabi, the star, and
Nabi there.
I think we can have a look at a few highlights, and most of the highlights are Nabi.
Well, let's sign him up here. Ahmed Nabi was not mucking around here in Game 7 of the European Cricket League. It was raining Maximos here at Lamanga. The bowlers helped him out on occasion with some poor deliveries, too full or too short.